opening comments, and then we'll have questions for the student athletes, Amasa Hoff, Laura Cornelius, and Kiana Hayes. And we'll turn it over to Coach Meyer.
Well, we've been busy. We've been busy since you last saw me. And kids, I think they're well rested. But coach and staff's been grinding it out. It's a heck of a challenge. We had not looked ahead to either opponent. So from the minute that buzzer sounded, we moved on. And Quinnipiac is very good. Of course, they're extremely well coached. They have great mental discipline. They have great balance in terms of the who, what, where, when, and why is very well done. It's very, very well done. The players just got their first look at them, but you got to really see a full game to understand how unselfish they are and how impressive they are in sharing the basketball and just taking whatever matchup or whatever shot is the best shot for them. So that it's a very, very tough matchup for us, but of course it is. I mean, there's 32 teams left, and we're one of them, and nothing's going to be easy. So we're excited. We are definitely realistic. We're not too high. We're not too low. We're not considering this we're so happy that there was an upset and we played. No. We watched that game, and a very, very good team beat a very, very good team. And one of them we were going to play if we were fortunate enough to beat a very, very good team. And so there's no extra excitement or energy or anything. We're still in business mode. And we got to fix some mistakes from last night in a very short amount of time. But we made some big-time plays. We had a lot of pressure on us, and we made some big-time plays when it mattered. And you don't know who's going to do it. You don't know. The other team does not know who on Miami's going to be make those plays. And I think that makes us pretty special, too.
Questions for the student athletes?
Hey, Laura, good afternoon. When you looked at yesterday, just what did they take away from the perimeter game? Because it seemed like, obviously everyone knows 1 for 14 from 3, but it just didn't seem like a lot of those looks were real clean either. What did they take away, and where do you think, how much are you expecting maybe a bounce back from the outside tomorrow?
I think Florida Gulf Coast did a great job on their scouting report. They know who were our shooters. They pressured us. So I think they did a great job, but, we know what we are. We know, shooters keep shooting. So it's not that we are discouraged or whatever by yesterday's game, because, I think we were 1 for 14 and we still won the game. So, that shows our balance. If we can score from outside, we score from inside. So, and tomorrow we will just keep shooting because, shoot or shoot.
Key, yesterday you guys had a nice lead. Quinnipiac had a nice lead. Both of you guys had to weather those late pushes. How much do you think that was just composure coming into play for both of you guys, that you were able to weather what you did from Gulf Coast and they weathered what they did from Marquette?
Can you ask your question again, please?
Just how much do you think it was composure that helped you guys kind of hang on when Florida Gulf Coast made their run, and the experience of having been there? Quinnipiac had the same thing. They had a nice lead against Marquette. It got away from them, and they still managed to hang on. So how much do you think composure came into play for both of you guys yesterday?
I think a lot of composure was there. We were up, and we let a big lead go, and I just think that we kind of relaxed, and maybe they relaxed as well. And then it's like, okay, let's, we don't want to lose. No one wants to be out. So I think we all, like us, them and us, just was like, okay, take it play at a time. We were up, so we know what to do to get back up and to do what we have to do to win the game.
For any of the players, I don't know how much you've seen of Quinnipiac this year, or if you've seen the film from yesterday, or if you already watched film on them. If you have, what do you know about them? What kind of challenges they might present?
We watched their third quarter yesterday before our own game, and they were just a really energetic team. They were really unselfish. Like, everyone was going on. I think Faye had a really good. Faye had a really good game yesterday. we just got out of the film room and we saw some more of like the breakdown, and they're a good team, but we are too, so we'll be ready for them.
That was Amesa.
Amesa, when you came here, how much did you dream about moments like what's coming tomorrow night, a chance on your own floor to go to the Sweet 16? I mean, how much of a lure, I guess, was that for you when you decided to come here?
Like for me back home, those are like only terms you heard about. You like, it's not even like real touchable. I've never been in the United States before I went even on my visit here. So to be able to, live that like American dream almost, it's great, and it's been fantastic to get an opportunity like that.
You do know what those terms mean now, though, right?
I definitely do.
Kate, you alluded to it in your statement, but can you sort of give us a tick-tock as to what the last 18 hours have kind of been like, and was there any sleep involved for you last night?
Yeah. It took me a while to come down from that game. I think I really, really tried to keep it together. So when it's over, my heart rate was fine during the game. It's amazing when you watch it again. Then I know how everyone else felt that was texting me, the 1,000 texts, because I was like, what's the big deal? I mean, it was just next play. And then you watch it, and you're like, oh, my God, that was really something. So it took me a while to come down from that one. But the staff and we gathered at the hotel at about 8:30 and started our work. So we didn't stay here. We got away because I knew it might take me a little bit. And got back to the hotel, and I just thought just all eyes on Quinnipiac, really focused. And we met again this morning. About 4 full films I've watched between the game and now. And I'm comfortable with it. I think we're in good shape, but it's not a time for sleep. I'm sleeping so that I don't snap on y'all. The sleep is so that I remain human, but it's not the priority. As long as I keep my wits about myself and my staff, we're all on the same page. The priority is preparation right now.
Kate, the 9 o'clock start, does that give you, were you happy with it, with just maybe them getting some extra rest, or is it the whole think about it all day before you get on the court?
Right.
Kind of
Well,
situation?
we're going to do the same routine for a 7 o'clock game. We're just going to bounce it back a couple hours. And, I don't know. Whatever gets a crowd here, I really, really hope that our crowd can come. I don't think if we're looking for that to knock us off track, then we're not the team I thought we were. We're going to be highly focused. We're very clear that we don't think we played our best basketball game yesterday, and we still haven't played that perfect game, but it's coming. And we have won in 1,000 different ways, and we're going to have to find a way to win tomorrow.
Laura, I forgot to ask you the same. When, like Amesa said, they were just terms to her, things like Sweet 16. How aware were you of what the NCAA tournament was and all that goes with it before you came over here?
Well, I've been following it for a couple of years now. They actually show March Madness on TV back home, so that's awesome. But it's just really special to host, first of all, and I'm just really grateful that we have a chance to play another 40 minutes here in front of our own fans, and we're just trying to take it one game at a time. I mean, the Sweet 16 is closed now, but the only thing we have at the end of the day is 40 more minutes of basketball. So yeah, but we're ready.
Katie and Jit and Mott talked about this the other day, just having the vision that this program could have this moment. You've signed on when this wasn't, when this was what the goal was. Has it played out the way you've envisioned? And again, what would it mean just to have it be that moment tomorrow for you as one of the seniors on this team?
As in winning tomorrow? Mm-hmm. It'll be great. I mean, we've never made it to the Sweet 16, and as growing up, anybody, it's a dream to continue to go up, to be in the Sweet 16, the Elite 8 and Final Four. That's everyone's basketball player dream, so it'll be amazing for us to reach the Sweet 16 and go further. But like Laura said, it's one step at a time, one game at a time.
Coach, can you just give us your breakdown on what you've seen from Quinnipiac on film or in person?
Yeah.
What challenges they present?
Well, I mean, that's the thing, and that's what we talked about in the locker room. And there's no thing out there. There's no whatever Sweet 16 thing out there that we're going after. We got a heck of an opponent, and they don't fear anyone. Tricia and I spent some time together in Portugal this summer, watching her kid and my three, and I was impressed by her confidence. You know, they're very confident. They don't back down for anyone, and they have a chip on their shoulder. They feel like they're an underrated mid-major, and they are an underrated mid-major. I mean, they're major as far as I'm concerned, and so they don't have to worry about us disrespecting them because that's not going to happen. They're awfully good, and they've been good, and she's been a heck of a coach for a long time, and she knows what she's doing. So that's where we're at. There was the what was it, guys?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Stratman.
European Championship.
European Championships,
Under 20,
U20s.
yeah.
The U20 European Championships.
Question was who was in Europe, or in Portugal?
Laura and Mace and Serena were there, and Tricia was there with that's Paula. Was her name? I don't.
Yeah.
She's playing for Latvia.
Katie, when you look at them and to touch on Tricia Lynn a little bit too, Carly Fabry, is she the prototypical coach on floor?
This is amazing. Yes, it is a mini me out there. It really is. She's really smart, knows what to do with the ball. Completely, just the moxie that Tricia has. You see it in her daughter too. So, yeah, they're fueled. They are fueled by a belief that is pretty special. This is, and they're not. This isn't some fairy tale for them. They're completely expecting to be here, and they completely expect to beat Marquette, and I know that. I knew that when I saw the brackets come out.
A 12 beat a 5, obviously.
Yeah.
A 13 gave a 4 all it wanted. There were some
Right.
other really good games. I mean, yeah, UConn and Baylor did what they did, but
Right.
are you seeing that gap from 1 to 64 start to condense
Yeah.
maybe a little bit more?
And I think stylistically, you know, it's really something to, and I think that's, you see it on the men's side a ton, and now you see it on the women's side, that you make certain choices in recruiting depending on, you know, I'm not, the power conferences, that's not my term, but that's how I can just relate to you, that they're going to recruit in a certain way, and then other certain conferences recruit it totally different way. And then you got to meet up in a really important thing. And then we've spent 2 months not playing against a certain style. And then poof, your first couple of rounds, here it comes. And you see it on the men's side too. They have a hard time. The bigs get neutralized a little bit. And that's what I thought Gulf Coast tried to do to us. They tried to neutralize our bigs, saying, well, we have this style that you haven't seen because, you know, we see a lot of these kind of bodies in the ACC. And then you come into this moment. And I just think it takes a real maturity to sort of reinvent your defensive schemes and then to figure out how to make sure that we got our way, that we got our points in the paint that we needed. So, and they're I think, a Quinnipiac and a Gulf Coast that are just so established. They're just such established programs that they go out of conference and they play against our style a lot more than we play against their style. That's what they do in the non-conference. And we went and played Ohio State and Kentucky and St. John's, but we didn't play that style so much. So it's a real task, and it's a task again for Monday. And maybe that's something I keep in mind scheduling moving forward.
Any other questions? If not, we'll let Miami go get ready for practice. Their locker room is open again until just after 2 o'clock. And tomorrow night, 9 o'clock at the Watsco Center, you'll have Quinnipiac, the number 12 seed, against Miami, the number 4 seed. Game will be broadcast on ESPN2. Thank you all.